Brian Press, broadcast executive for more than 30 years. Where does the time go? You started when you were 5.
This is it, but I want to say I can still speak with authority on the current state of media today, because it's often thought that you're spending time online, it's generational. It's because you're a millennial, 18 to 24 years old, you only know that, and it's not necessarily the case. So I'm a strong believer in all media, and it's really not age specific. Your 75-year-old grandfather could still be spending a lot of time online. He could still be watching a lot of television. And as I like to say with millennials, they're not all spending time online or on mobile devices. They are still consuming content. In fact, millennials 18 to 24 spend 8 times more each week with television than they do with social media. And that would be, I'd classify as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter.
People are watching more TV than ever. That's what blows my mind. I believe it's 23 and a half hours per week in Newfoundland, and something like 21 and a half hours Canadian average. Across Canada. So I think the shows are just great. I mean, really, it's not too much investigation that you can get it when you want, what you want, where you want. Watch it on your phone now. You can watch it on TV. And there's just a lot of really good shows out. It's kind of the golden age of TV we're in right now.
And I like to say with social media, you get a chance to engage with others, whether they're on the other side of Newfoundland, the other side of the country. You may be on Twitter, Instagram, whatever it may be. You're talking about TV shows. So when people say, there's a diversion of intention, there is, but they're still talking about TV shows or film. They're talking about solid content that they've chosen to put their money behind and spend time with.
I like this thought you mentioned earlier that really the screens don't compete with each other. You can be watching Game of Thrones or whatever you're enjoying, the NTV Evening News Hour, but you can also have your laptop open and drill down a little deeper into that show, into that news story, get behind the scenes footage, and it's almost too much content now in a way.
And I agree completely. When you think of our level of attention to any media in general, you're just being bombarded left and right. There's so many different distractions, and that's why a lot of content you see in advertising, we talked about the 5-second commercial, also in content, if you go online or in fact on air, we're exploring it, to go down to shorter formats of maybe the show becomes 15 minutes, 10 minutes, not 5 minutes because it's not enough time. But you know what I mean, is the content needs to get shorter to keep up with people's attention span, because they're only going to stay with you a few minutes. If they don't like it, boom, they're gone. So again, that's a challenge from an advertiser's point of view when I'm selling our broadcast outlets, is convincing them that television is still more time spent. And if you want to engage them, yes, do some sort of promotion or social media interaction, but recognize they're going to be doing it at the same time. And they can do it at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's just you've got to do some pretty good advertising content in terms of creativity, make them laugh, make them smile, or you better have some very good content that's going to make them stick around for a while.